Hello. Give me one moment. I'm trying to make sure my page is being shared. Hello. Okay, here we go. Hello. Give me one moment. I'm trying to make sure my page is being shared. Hello. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Let's see. Just checking my page real fast. Okay, I am live and I am on my page. So, hey everybody, it's Crystal Iris, the Boss Extraordinaire. I am a life coach and consultant for women, helping women to break their own barriers in relationships so that they can have real love, more passion, and purpose, and ultimately live a happy life. So, today, what I am discussing is all things around this vision board. And not necessarily even the vision board, but I want to help people to understand that your vision can go beyond the board. Your vision can go beyond the board. A lot of times, during this time, we are building out vision boards, which is good. It's fun to do vision boards. I be sipping my wine. That's what me and my family do every New Year's Eve or around the 1st, somewhere around there. We are developing our vision boards, and we cut out all of these beautiful pieces of magazines and draw stuff on our board, write down affirmations on our board, and all of those wonderful things. But it's just cute for a while. It's just cute for a while. So I want to show people how to actually make some stuff happen on that board. And it's not just talking about affirmations and saying affirmations, but I want you to put some real power and some belief behind your vision. So if you do these 3 things, you can really amp up your vision. So the first thing is to create an I am statement with your board. So many times, I can do it 1 or 2 ways. Either I'll create my vision statement first and then create the board, or I create the board first and then create my vision statement. When I'm doing my vision statement is bringing words to the vision. It's speaking life over my vision. And so when I do my vision statement, I'm not just saying, oh, I want to be an international psychologist. I'm not saying I want to be a millionaire. I'm not saying I want to buy a new home, or in our case, I want to move to LA. I am using I am statements. When you say I am, you are really tapping into your soul, your spirit. Your spirit is here to do a job. Your spirit is here for a mission and a purpose. And we got to make sure that that is manifested. So when I say I am, I'm tapping into that God within me that's about to come forth and make this itch happen, right? So make sure that you are saying I am. Utilize I am statements. So if you looked at my vision board that I posted earlier, I have a globe on there that's because I am an international psychologist. I'm about to graduate. So I also have on there, I am Dr. Davis, and I have global change agent on there. I have money and dollar bills on my vision board, and I speak those things into existence. I can't tell you how important this step is. Your dream will haunt you until you finish it. Your dream will haunt you until you finish it if you actually speak life over your vision, because now you got some energy that's some God energy, okay, that's also pushing that vision for you. I hope that makes sense. What was I going to say? I just lost my train of thought. I'm gonna come back to that one. So number 2 is to create some action. So yes, you want to make sure that you have an action plan. Make sure you have an action plan. But this is the thing. So action is really, it's energy and motion. You want to make sure that emotions are energy and motion. And you want to, when you're speaking this life over your vision, you want to actually visualize what's going on. So take some time to meditate every day, maybe 5 or 10 minutes in the morning, 5 or 10 minutes in the evening, and not just speaking it, not just looking at your vision board, but closing your eyes and feeling into the emotions of it. Start getting excited about where you are. Okay, because we are speaking in the I am, in the present tense. So start getting excited about where you are so that you can manifest where your upside. We talk about the upside in the Bossette Academy. And then number 3 is to be open to receiving the blessing the way that it's going to come. Be open to receiving the blessing the way that it's going to come. Okay. Now, y'all probably not going to like me when I say this part, but I believe that we manifested 2020. I believe that we manifested 2020. And here's why. At the end of 2019, going into 2020, everybody was 2020 vision this, 2020 vision that. Oh, this is going to be the year of this. This is going to be the year of that. And 2020 vision was like everybody's theme. We had emotion behind it. We had action behind it. We had the excitement behind it. We were speaking it. We had, it was just a lot that was going into the vision. However, we were not always open to receiving the blessing the way that it was going to come. Now, I know that we lost a lot of people in 2020. Yes, I know that. I know that people lost their jobs. People are grieving. They are hurt. However, sometimes you have to be open to receiving the blessing the way that it's going to come. So many of us were sitting at home chilling. We ain't missed a paycheck. Some of us experienced a whole bunch of different things that really made us sit in our stuff and realize that, this is my real friend. This is, family is so important. People have been mending familial relationships like never before. I don't think I've ever seen so many people get engaged and get married. Then you also have people who are getting divorced. Well, maybe now you realize that you really can't take this person. Maybe you realize that this person is really toxic and you cannot deal with them anymore. So sometimes I believe that you have to be open to receiving the things the way that they're going to come. So yes, create the action plan so that you have some momentum, because faith without works is what? Dead, right? So if faith without works is dead, then you got to be able to do something, have some type of momentum. So yes, make the action plan, take some steps towards it, but also be open to being sat down. Be open to God rerouting the plan. In the Bossette Academy, I talk about how when you make a decision, right? Like the break is hard. The break is hard. People have to break up in their relationships. They had to break up with their reality. They had to break up with the things that did not serve them in order to get them to the upside. So you're going to experience a lot of turmoil and a lot of twists and turns in life. But if you just make the decision and understand that the person that I'm going to be on the upside, the person that's in that vision, okay, realize who you're going to be, who you are that's about to be manifested. Who are you about to meet on the upside? And then you can be okay with taking the ride. The break hurts. Okay. It don't feel good. It stings sometimes. You realize that everybody is not who you think they are. You realize that everybody is not who you thought they were and all of that stuff. So you just gotta understand, be open to receiving things the way that they're going to come. I was saying that I am Dr. Crystal Iris Ballinger for a long time. Like, I always knew that I was going to be a doctor as a kid. When I finished my master's, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take me a little breaky break. I would apply to school, apply for my doctorate, and then I would be like, no, not this year. Apply for my doctorate, be like, no, not this term. It literally started haunting me at night. I could not sleep until the momentum and the action towards becoming Dr. Crystal Iris Ballinger started to come to fruition. When I got into school, then my little nightmare stopped. Then the anxiety stopped. But start speaking life into what your dream is, into that vision. So again, number one, speak life over your board. Speak life over your vision. Number two, create that I am statement. And then number three, be open to receiving the blessings the way that they're going to come. You do not have control. We saw that in 2020. You do not have control over your life. You don't. You might have a little bit of say, but you really don't. Like, you just think you do, but you don't. So all you could do, start feeling into that. Oh, I did miss one. Feel into the emotion. So really visualize, put the board aside, start meditating, maybe 5-10 minutes in the morning, 5-10 minutes at night, and just feel into that emotion and start getting excited about who you're about to be on that upside, who you are, but who you are about to meet on the upside. You feel me? So tomorrow, what's popping is I am doing a lunch break. We are breaking up over lunch. We are doing the five ways to manifest. No, I'm sorry. 5 ways to shift your mindset in 2021. That's what we're doing tomorrow. If you have not, hey, Lurleen, if you have not registered for the lunch break, it's happening tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Please feel free to register. Okay. You guys have any questions for me? Do you have any questions? Any other comments? Any questions? Any other comments? Oh, and for those who was helping me out with the hair today, as you can see, I didn't take anybody's advice. I was going to take one suggestion, but when I took my hair down, it started looking real cute. So at first I didn't think that it was going to be cute because I had left my ends kind of straight. But I like it. It's really cute. So this was the style for today. Thank y'all. Jada says, I'm going to be much stronger, and even if I'm independent, I want to keep reminding myself that it's okay to be alone. That's good, Jada. Jada, no Pinky. Hey, girl. Yes. I think it's good to be to know what it's like to be alone sometimes. That is good. I think a lot of us spent some alone time in 2020 for sure. Things look a lot different for people, but I think it was really good. Overall, I think that things happened the way that it needs to happen. We had a whole epidemic, and we saw some real truths come out. I ain't never seen Black people be so strong in modern day times. Okay, when with George Floyd and that whole movement, baby, bye. We was on to something. You got organizations now hiring Black people left and right now because they want to make sure that they are they are making sure that they are diverse and all types of stuff. So I do believe that in a lot of ways we have truly manifested 2020, even though there were some difficulties for sure, but just be open. Jada says she loved the new look. Thank you, Jada. Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments? Anything you want me to talk about real quick? Thank you, Lurleen. Lurleen says, I agree with you. Yes, ma'am. I'm telling you. We saw some real stuff. Like the veil was lifted this year. The veil was lifted this year. Stuff that we thought was hidden. Oh, it was, baby, it was right in your face. It wasn't hiding nowhere. Right in your face. I had to confront quite a few people this year. Quite a few people. I lost friendships. Man, got into it with some folks. So yes, but there's always casualties in war. Always casualties in war. Jada says, someone think they have control over me and my emotions towards them. How can I fix that? I'm all about the breakup, Jada. Let the break hurt. What is it that they are doing? How do you know? Why do you say that they think that they have control over you and your emotions? Do you just pop off when they get you upset? Or why do you say they think they have control over your emotions? And then my question again to you is, do you think that they have control over your emotions? And sometimes a lot of things happen in our life where we feel that we experience different traumas in our life that teach us things about ourselves that are not true. So, for example, I'm very open about this, but when I was in school, when I was away at college, I was sexually assaulted. And when somebody rapes you, they take away your power, and they take away your voice and your thoughts and your opinions and your freedom. And so you have to like take a real self-evaluation, get some therapy, and start sorting those things out, because when those types of things happen to you, they literally start teaching you things about yourself that are not true. I could not even talk about my story. I could not talk to people because I had a lot of shame and guilt around why it happened in the first place. So for me, that's an example of what you're talking about. But I want to hear from you. Why do you say that people think that they have control over you? Lurleen says, tomorrow's blessings can't happen if yesterday's battles didn't exist to give us the strength to fight today. Okay, listen, that's a word right there. Tomorrow's blessings can't happen if yesterday's battles didn't exist to give us the strength to fight today. Let me tell you, that's true right there. That's so true. Like, our family had 2 hard hits this year. My little cousin Daniel was a hard hit, and then like the joy of our family, Nikki, passed this year a few weeks ago. Man, when I tell you, we was all heartbroken and shambles, baby. That's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. I lost one of my close friends earlier, like when COVID first started to hit. I lost her. She was a mentor, a friend. We went skydiving together. It was hard. 2020 was hard. It wasn't no joke. But I think everybody can agree that we have learned some real perseverance and resilience this year. We have learned that we are much stronger than we thought that we were. And I believe that our challenges really prepare us for where we're about to go. So that upside that I talk about, I believe that we need those challenges to prepare us. Like that's the playground. Jada says, well, he tells me that he can have me whenever, and we have a child together. So that's part of why he feel I cannot let go of him. But I honestly don't care if I lose him. If he's a toxic person, you need to let him go, period. So yes, you have a child together, but you can always put some boundaries up. Take him to court, figure out what boundaries and stuff like that. Okay, so Jada is saying, I believe you can still have love for someone, but I hate that people think it's an abusive method because someone still have love for you. I believe you can still have love for someone, but I hate that people think it's an abusive method because someone still have love for you. Jada, are you saying that when you love somebody, they can take advantage of you? I think that's what you mean, but let me know if that's what you're talking about. Are there any other questions, comments, concerns? Please share this out too. Please share this out. Please share this out. Hi. Wanna come say hi?
No.
Okay. You leaving?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Have fun.
He's different.
Oh, you cute. Okay. You cute.
I expected you.
Okay, boo. Sorry, my sister just came in looking all scrumptious.
Yeah, I've been outside a long time.
Let me borrow that shirt though.
I gotta bring one.
You do. Girl, your back looking real nice.
You do.
It do. Sorry, y'all. That's my baby sister coming in looking scrumptious. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Oh, Jada says yes. I believe it. Yeah, so that's happened to me quite a bit, Jada, in my previous relationships. Like when people think that you care about them so much that you love them over the way that you love yourself, baby, they about to get a rude awakening because that's not popping off over here. If they are a toxic person, let the break hurt. Okay, break up with them. If they are unhealthy for you, if they are not aligned with where you're trying to go and who you are currently, then you need to let them go. And proving to them that they do not have control over you is making your decisions known. So do what you got to do. And as far as you all having a child together, that can be arranged too. All right. I'm not seeing any other questions, comments, or concerns right now. I'll wait. Okay. I got one. Ooh. Jada says, I see 100. Lurleen says, right. The breakup will hurt more if you stay and your child ends up thinking that's normal behavior. Yep. Let it go. Let the break hurt. I say, let the break hurt. And when I say breakup, like there's a break and then there's an up. So when I talk about the upside, that's the upside of the break. That's the other side of the break. The break is ugly. It hurts. You might cry, you might scream, you might miss them because you love them or you have love for them. It's okay. You got to put things into proper perspective. You got to come first. You have to nurture your child and your children and make sure that they are set. And you being emotionally healthy is the best thing that you can do for your children. If this person comes around and they are toxic and they are constantly spewing negative energy around you and your children, they need to go. Okay, they got to go. So what I would like for you to do, Jada, is to think about what it is that you need to break up with that person. What is it about? What have you learned in this experience with this person that you need to let go of? Sometimes it's security. Like you think you may feel that he's familiar. and you're used to him. You don't want to start over and things like that. No, break up with all of that too. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Any other comments, questions, concerns? Okay, Jada says it's definitely not the wanting to start over. Good. Because I've heard that so many times, like when people are in relationships with people or they have attachments to people, whether it be children or just based off of emotions, they do not want the idea of having to start over, getting to learn somebody else and get to know somebody else. But you got to do what you got to do. I am all about people creating their own happiness and being happy, having real love, figuring out what their purpose is. And a lot of times when we start evaluating and assessing these relationships, you can figure out what your purpose is. Okay? You figure out what your purpose is because the relationships can make or break you. When you start falling into that break situation where you feel like you flatline, like this is not good for you, this is a terrible place to be in with this person, you start learning a lot about yourself. But because people don't like to feel the hurt, they start doing other things. They just move on to the next person, or they start burying themselves in work or figuring out what their next move is without truly assessing and thinking about their relationships and how they can do things a little bit different. I can't wait to do my masterclass on that because it's really, it's going to be so fast. It's going to be so fast. I can't wait for that because people, let me tell you, people really need to just sit there. Right now, I'm hearing my mama Lotus, my spirit mama, say, sit in it. People don't like to sit in it. They don't like to feel the hurt and the pain and the agony and stuff like that. They just like to stay busy. Being busy is not going to get you to where you need to be. You need to, when you continue to be busy within these relationships, and you don't do self-assessments and you don't evaluate the relationship before you move on, you are bound to repeat the same type of lesson over and over again. How many times, like, you know how when you were younger and you were in grade school and you had to keep starting the class, like, if you knew that if you didn't pass this exam or pass this test, you was going to have to retake the test. You was going to have to repeat the grade if you didn't pass the Iowa test or whatever standardized test y'all had to take. You knew you was going to have to retake it. It's the same thing in these relationships. I feel like God challenges us a lot through these relationships because everybody is a reflection of you. So if you have a bad relationship, that's even a moment for you to do some self-reflection and say, okay, if I don't like that this person is manipulative, then what is it about me that may be manipulating to other people? Like, you have to start thinking like that when it comes to these relationships, and then how you can get to the upside of relationships and start experiencing some real love and some happiness around here. Lurleen says, sis, you so flame and I love you. I love you too, sister. Yes. Okay. I want to start over, but he starts getting envy. Is he getting envy because you got somebody else in the picture already, or he's envy over what? What is he envy over? And I'm checking my phone, y'all. So I'm checking my phone to see if there's other comments on my other page. Okay, so Lurleen says another way to look at it is like a break of a limb, whether an arm or a leg or whatever. It comes with pain, but it's a process to healing and getting. Girl, okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's a perfect. That's perfect imagery right there. Normalize sitting in the process and going through it. Yes, ma'am. That's the best way to get through. The best way to get to is to get through. Yep. All right, y'all. Well, that was a nice class. Oh, wait. Okay, we got something else coming in. Jada says, me finding someone else, but I don't understand that because we can fix whatever is going on with us. But he holds back from that. So when I decided to move on, I'm a whore, etc. Girl, anybody that's going to call you that needs to be let go, period. I ain't got nothing else for you, boo. Just let him go. Just let him go. Just break up with him. Just break up with him, girl. Because I don't care. The person that truly love you and want to be with you is not going to call you names. I don't care how mad they get mad at you. How bad they get upset or get angry or anything like that. They're not going to be disrespectful like that. That's not even worth fixing, Jada. That ain't worth fixing. Let it go. Well, all right. This is the 30-minute mark. So that's all I was planning to stay on here. And I don't see nothing else coming in. So I want to thank you all so much. Jada says that's why I'm staying away. Okay, girl. Good job. So I want to thank you all for tuning in and talking about going beyond the vision board. Again, those 3 or 4 things that I mentioned were to speak life over your board, create I am statements, truly visualize what it is that you want, that you are creating and manifesting in your life. Put some emotion behind it. Start getting excited about that upside. And then being open to receiving the way that the blessing is going to come. Be open to receiving the way that the blessing is going to come. Okay? I love y'all. And again, don't forget, my breakup over lunch is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. If you can tune in, please do. And hey, Maisha, thank you. She says, great lesson. Yay. Yeah, that's it, I think. Thank you, sister. Love you. All right, y'all. Peace, love, and happiness.